The Tin Man of Oz complained that he lacked a heart. In fact, he also lacked a Forest Master tool. The sliding, slatted structure directs the falling tree in the opposite direction of the woodsman. Of course, nothing can be done without prior preparation, including cutting the tree and cutting a groove for the stop. Then the hand-driven hydraulics come into play. As the piston straightens, it drops the tree. The task is completed, and the risks are minimized. By the way, the Forest Master can also be used as an ordinary jack. If you have to deal not only with thin maples but also with thick poplars, it will help to stack logs into more or less even log piles. Peeling off old wallpaper or 10 coats of paint is not an easy task. Of course, the path of least resistance suggests that it's better to give up and do the 11th coat. But do professionals do that? Absolutely not. They opt for a 3-disc EPF router. It acts fast and as cleanly as possible for a router. Like a C-clam, it sucks on the wall and scrapes off the old coating. And the paint debris is sucked up through a hose into a device that works like a home vacuum cleaner. The maximum penetration depth of EPF 200, 3 blades is 0.2 inches, but no one forbids to go over the same place several times. This device is a direct competitor of the previous one. The roller from Wagner is designed to apply paint in places where you don't want to leave unnecessary marks. It differs from cheap rollers and construction store rollers in that it doesn't need to be dipped into a tray. The paint is pumped into a bulb under the handle and delivered directly to the spool under a slight pressure. Dense plastic covers on the sides of the roller protect door jambs, window frames, and furniture from paint splashes. Accordingly, the tedious preliminary work of covering the interior with newspapers loses all meaning. The cost of the roller is $25. What to do if the plastic pipe is not stretched on the connection? The only way out is to expand it, but with what? Simple heating can damage the plastic, making it leaky. Handy tools inserted into the hole will create the wrong pressure and again provoke damage. The expansion toolkit comes to the rescue. The worker is required to put a protective ring on top of the pipe and insert the spout of the tool inside. A flick of a switch and the cone-shaped spout begins to rotate and expand. After 45 minutes under pressure, the pipe should take the desired size. The expansion toolkit costs $500. German engineers have once again perfected what seemed impossible to perfect. The magnetic attachment on the screwdriver bit allows the screw to be held securely, eliminating problems with balancing the screw. A fine height adjustment helps you determine how deep you need to plant it. It is convenient to monitor the process through a window in the plastic ring. A stainless steel Torx bit is included. It prevents damage to the head of the screw, which usually becomes the cause of rust. The bit costs about $11. This plastic pipe welder is exactly twice as efficient as the ones lying on the bottom shelves in construction hypermarkets. It works not only with the inserted pipe, but also with the receiving plug or adapter. The body of the device has 3 sleeves for pipes of different diameters. On the left, the pipe itself is inserted and the device melts its upper edge, and on the right, the adapter or plug is put on and the device softens the plastic inside. 5 seconds and everything is ready for gluing. Who wants to try to break such a connection? The cost of the machine is $79. A real man always knows in which drawer his drill set is stored. Thick, thin, who knows when they may come in handy in the household. Of course, drills should be sharp and ready for any task. But sharpening a drill bit with the same machine as a kitchen knife is unrealistic. The compact sharpener from Sparta defies a common problem. The device is attached to the drill itself and uses its pull to sharpen the drill bit. The sharpener is designed for all the most popular drill bit sizes. Inside is an ordinary sharpening stone. When it starts to wear off, it is recommended to put in a new one. The price of the sharpener is $6.5. Getting the wires in neatly is a science. Of course, the most aesthetically pleasing option is to hide them all under the skirting board. However, if we are talking about an office space where old and new cables are constantly being removed, it is necessary to look for a simpler solution. For these purposes, a special stapler is created. It fits in one hand. The force of pressing is regulated by a lever. The manufacturer claims that the stapler withstands shocks and falls, does not overheat, and does not jam. True, it works only with staples of the company Klein. The cost of the stapler is $40. Everyone who has cut laminate flooring is well aware of the complexities of this process. Sawing laminates with a manual hacksaw is hard and time-consuming. An electric jigsaw digs into the material with such speed that it can tear off thin connectors. But finally, there is a device that cuts laminate and parquet neatly. The Pro multi-floor cutter works like a guillotine. The knife descends onto the board and slices it like butter. There is no noise, no sawdust, and no beveled edges. If guests are wondering how they manage to lay the floors so neatly, they can safely reply that the technology has been tried and tested since Louis XVI. You don't have to be a bricklayer to get the perfect coat of putty. Just buy a British Quick-Point turbo spray gun. It is mounted on a drill and carefully squeezes out of the narrow nozzle of the mixed solution. Freshly softened putty evenly fills the cracks in the masonry. The manufacturer recommends using a drill with a speed of 1,000 to 1,500 revolutions per minute, powered from a socket, but a battery bottom line will do. When using it, it's important to watch the gun to make sure it doesn't clog. The Quick-Point Turbo has been for sale for well over a year, so there are plenty of reviews. The starting price of the gun is about $285. Uncoiling a cable drum weighing 1.5 tons is another puzzle for a construction worker. Of course, you could roll it around the workshop, but the Department of Labor Protection would probably object. A way out was found by the company Cablemat. They invented a treadmill for coils. It is in the form of two small platforms 30 inches long and 11 inches wide. One worker with a ruler in his pocket is enough to transport and install them. The platforms fit exactly under the protruding sides of the spool and rotate smoothly on smooth bearings. All a person has to do is turn on the cable pulling machine and play the Limp Bizkit song Keep Rollin'. Directional air works wonders. It lifts airplanes, entertains a skydiver in an aero tube, and of course, helps fight moisture and dust. Milwaukee's simple vacuum cleaner attachment is designed to knock foam and drip off your car after washing. The nozzle is designed with two types of attachments, bolt-on and snap-on. All you have to do is hook it to your vacuum cleaner and declare war on moisture. The cost of the attachment is $5. City dwellers are constantly watching utility workers opening manholes. This is an entire special operation that requires coordinated action. The first specialist picks up the manhole with a crowbar. The second intercepts it and rolls it aside. The lift plaque invention helps to simplify this task. With it, even one utility worker can easily move the manhole. It is enough to roll up the cart, hook the cover with a magnet, and pull it out. Lift plaque avoids back strain when lifting loads of up to 240 pounds. With a maximum permissible weight of 990 pounds, it is better to work in a team. The authors of the project guarantee that the magnet will not lose its pull after many years of service. The device is painted in red and yellow colors, which makes it more visible on the road for the safety of workers. Another device on today's list that will interest the professional and surprise the average viewer is the steel plate clamp. The design includes a body, a cam, and a pin. The function of the lifting shackle is performed by the cam itself, providing a reliable fixation of the load during lifting. Before using the clamp, the thickness of the sheets to be lifted should be measured. Careful work likes precision. Having set the dimensions, driven in and secured the pin on the backside, you can start lifting. The sheets are held by the pressure created by their own weight. No electricity, just the laws of physics. The Makita electric earth drill is indispensable for building fences, sheds, and other garden infrastructure on piles. It will save a lot of time for those who are going to work with a shovel. It is also suitable for geologists, for example, for tasks related to the collection of soil samples. But you have to remember that the drill is aggressive. It is ruthless to the earth it throws out. It is sold in 2 sets with a 36-volt battery and a pair of 40-volt batteries. The drill operates in 3 modes: slow with up to 400 revolutions per minute, fast up to 1,500 revolutions per minute, and cleaning mode. Manufacturers assure that the drill is not afraid of frost and moisture. The price for it starts from $1,000. What sets the ESAB Renegade Volt apart from its competitors is that there are no wires running to it. Is it necessary to explain that welding is the most energy-consuming process? The authors of the project delicately keep silent about the time that the device can withstand on a single charge, but proudly note that it is able to deliver up to 150 amperes, and from the outlet as much as 200 amperes. In total, the unit is equipped with 4 ESAB-based batteries, which are assembled in a separate unit. The unit is attached to the block with snap fasteners. It accelerates instantly, and thanks to the constant current provides an even seam. Of course, there is a display, but how to look at it through the mask? The price for the Renegade Volt starts at about $4,000. This novelty will be appreciated by employees of large industrial enterprises. It will be especially useful where there are no gantry and overhead cranes, or maybe there are, but they are already used in production. Electric hoist, or simply put rafters, perfectly crawls on the chain and drags loads. When assembled, it is housed in a special case. The kit includes the rafter itself, the remote, and the chain. There are no cables because the device works from a battery. The maximum distance that the remote control signal penetrates is 59 feet. Some people will find it not enough, while others will find it enough to lift the pipe under the ceiling of the workshop. The wind is whipping your hair, the wheels are rustling nicely on the ground, and the engine is revving up. No romance, it's just a description of routine work in the backyard, but not with ordinary garden tools, but with a wheelbarrow from Makita, which looks like a real off-roader. It has a wicked tread, a payload capacity of up to 300 pounds, and 3 travel speeds. It runs on 2 18-volt batteries. However, In the hill, the wheelbarrow cannot transfer more than 390 pounds of cargo, and the built-in hydraulics tilts the body only at 75 degrees. It is necessary to bring the mechanism manually up to a full 110 degrees. The wheelbarrow has all 4 wheels because 2 wheels cannot hold such a beast. When choosing tools for home renovation, construction, or repair projects, it pays to look for quality, reliability, and functionality. In this video, we offer a wide selection of professional tools, from power tools to hand tool kits, to help you tackle any task with confidence. No matter what your level of experience, quality tools will help you achieve great results. The first item on our list is the E-Tape 16, a modern electronic measuring device that provides accurate measurements. It features a digital display for easy reading of results and automatic recording of measurements. Additionally, it automatically tracks size and temperature changes for more precise results. The E-Tape 16 is lightweight and easy to use, making it an ideal tool for both professionals and hobbyists. The E-Tape 16 is an innovative and convenient device that is perfect for use in construction, architecture, renovation, design, and other areas where precise measurement is required. It is an ideal solution for anyone who values accuracy and efficiency in their work. The Probst Knee Seat KS revolutionizes ergonomic work practices in construction and landscaping. This innovative tool significantly reduces strain on workers' knees and back by providing a mobile kneeling and seating solution for ground-level tasks. The Knee Seat KS combines a sturdy, adjustable frame with comfortable padding, allowing users to switch seamlessly between kneeling and sitting positions without standing up, optimizing productivity and comfort. One interesting feature of this product is its lightweight yet durable construction, which makes it easy to transport and use across various job sites. Additionally, it is equipped with wheels for mobility, which supports workers in laying bricks and tiles or engaging in gardening with less fatigue and discomfort. The safety nailer is a simple yet highly useful tool for safe and efficient nailing and stapling. It protects your fingers from injury and impact, making your work safer and more comfortable. Additionally, the safety nailer reduces the risk of material damage and increases nailing accuracy. This device is particularly valuable in industries such as construction, renovation, and woodworking that involve working with nails. Users have praised the convenience and effectiveness of the safety nailer, making it an essential tool for both professionals and hobbyists. Camo Drive is a concealed fastening system for floorboards that allows for fast and durable installation. Its unique design carefully conceals the fasteners, resulting in an aesthetically pleasing floor surface without visible holes or fasteners. This system ensures a perfectly flat and smooth floor. Camo Drive is weather-resistant, providing secure fastening and durability. It is an excellent solution for builders, designers, and hobbyists who value the quality and appearance of their floors. The Logan F504 is a tool designed for professionals to insert pedals into picture frames quickly and efficiently. It provides stable fixation of the image inside the frame, keeping it in perfect condition. As a result, your work of art will be presented to the public in all its glory. The functionality of the Logan F504 makes it indispensable in the art and creative industries. The tool's high quality and ease of use make the framing process enjoyable and ensure your artwork is preserved for years to come. The M18 Fuel Drain Snake is a powerful tool designed to efficiently remove clogs in pipes. Equipped with a high-performance brushless motor, it ensures reliable operation even in demanding conditions. Its compact design and lightweight make it easy to use, while the comfortable handle provides maximum control during operation. This tool is perfect for professional plumbers and offers quick and efficient service in drainage systems. Wackle 90 is a cordless applicator designed for applying adhesive from tubes to floors in houses and apartments when laying parquet. Model 90 from the German brand Wackle compresses the tube, saving time and effort for the operator and allowing for the application of a thin and even layer of glue. Interestingly, the Wackle 90 is suitable for use with a variety of adhesive types, including rigid, flexible, and non-elastic. The applicator weighs less than 13 pounds, making it convenient to use. It is worth noting that you can work comfortably in a standing position. This professional tool costs around $2,000. The brush grubber is an agricultural tool that can remove shrubs, small brush, and trees with roots up to 6 inches in diameter. It provides a simple and effective way to eliminate unwanted vegetation without the use of powerful machinery or chemicals. The brush grubber's innovative design allows it to securely grip and pull trees, ensuring that roots are safely removed from the soil. The brush grubber is a convenient and effective tool for farmers, loggers, and ranchers to cultivate land. It is compact, lightweight, and affordable. The Jokari Quadro professional tool is a high-quality device for stripping and crimping cables. It is compact, robust, and ideal for electrical and telecommunication applications. The Jokari Quadro provides precise and clean insulation cuts, keeping the wire intact and safe. Its ergonomic design and rugged construction make it easy to use and durable. Due to its versatility, this tool is suitable for different types of cables and wires, making it an essential tool for electrical professionals. The Jokari Quadro is a reliable and cost-effective helper. The Master Piuma P3 is a professional tool designed for cutting ceramic tiles and glass. Its innovative design and high-quality materials make it the ideal choice for working with large and thin tiles. The Master Piuma P3 provides high precision and clean cuts thanks to its special tungsten carbide roller, which can easily cut even the hardest materials. Additionally, this tool is equipped with a convenient marking system that allows for quick and accurate measurement and cutting of tiles to the desired size. The Master Piuma P3 is compact and lightweight, providing convenience and ease of use. It is an indispensable tool for professionals in the construction industry. Doer is a tool set designed specifically for cutting boards. It includes a high-quality saw with teeth that cut wood cleanly and accurately. The set also includes sturdy clamps and guides to ensure stability and precision when working. The Doer allows you to cut boards professionally and quickly, making it ideal for construction, repair work, and hobbyist projects. The Doer kit enables you to perform a variety of woodcutting jobs with ease and efficiency, achieving professional results. When selecting the right tools for your projects, make sure they meet your requirements in terms of quality and functionality. Invest in high-quality tools that will serve you for years to come and help you achieve great results. We hope that the range of tools we have presented will help you realize your creative vision. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button so you don't miss our next journey. As always, thanks for watching, and stay inquisitive and stay informed. Until next time, friends! A curious law has been passed in the American state of California. Solar panels are now compulsory on all new residential buildings up to 3 stories high. We are waiting for similar laws in other parts of the planet because the trend is worldwide. Solar energy production grew by 24% last year. So sellers of these testers won't be out of money. They are customized just for photovoltaic systems and allow you to spend literally seconds on tests. The test sequence is automatic. You can check insulation resistance, short circuit current, and other important points. And the price of the device is about $1,700. And this tool is often sold under the name digger. It is needed for installing supports, for example, under road fencing, signs, fences, and all that. The model screen is equipped with a 2-stroke gasoline engine for 52 cubic centimeters and, thanks to the adapter rings, is relevant for support diameters from 1 to 4 inches. As a bonus comes a square adapter, and the price for such a tool is in the neighborhood of $1,000. If the woeful builders missed, let them take the next tool and take everything out. And luckily, even Y-shaped posts will come out without damage. No automation, so instead of horsepower, it's human power. You'll have to work with your legs. There are 2 versions available, regular and heavy duty, designed for tough conditions like clay soils, except they quote a price upon request. How much will you give? Japanese specialists from Ryobi are not lagging behind. Their arsenal includes this cordless bolt cutter designed to replace handheld models. It is compatible with 18V+ batteries, the same ones found in over 280 Ryobi tools, so availability won't be an issue. It offers 200 cuts on a single charge on diameters up to 0.4 inches, optimal visibility of the cutting area, and separate forward and reverse buttons. Decent for $130. Motorists know that pumping the brakes is not so much a complicated affair as it is one that requires 2 people. You need someone on command, pressing the pedal, and this process is not that rare. Air can be in the system and when changing the brake fluid and after repair. If there is no one to help and you are too lazy to go to the service station, you can look at this pump. By the way, it is recommended for workshops. Vacuum workers come with a 2-meter hose. From leaks will protect the shutoff valve and quickly drain the spent liquid will allow a mini lid. The price tag is about $300. Werner Company is one of the world's leading manufacturers of ladders for working at height. The gap is such that the company believes their ladders are used on construction sites more often than all others combined. Let's take a look at the Aero series. These are fiberglass ladders with the slogan, "Lightness without compromise." They are 25% lighter than conventional ladders, but they have not lost in reliability. The 5-meter model weighs 30 pounds and holds a load of up to 374 pounds. The available model has a length of up to 32 feet. The exclusive box lock technology and special grippers, including subwires, are responsible for reliable fixation, what electricians need because the ladder does not conduct current. The price tag for a 5-meter ladder is $470. Next in line is the removal of a variety of coatings by induction heating. In simplified terms, it's all about the alternating magnetic field. In this field, electrically conductive materials heat up and are much more willing to part with coatings. Vinyl or Chartex 7 epoxy, which even protects against hydrocarbon fire, is no problem. And the precise control of the working area allows you to work not only quickly, but also accurately. In addition, this method solves problems with rusted bolts, pressing out bearings, even fixing dents, so it is used by a wide range of craftsmen from plumbers to mechanics. Disinfecting at the airport? Easy. Humidity control in a guitar factory? No problem. Treating plants in greenhouses? No problem. $270 for a sprayer like this, and you can start thinking about your own business. The seller offers so many scenarios that the purchase will obviously not be idle. After all, the size of the drops is adjustable up to 50 micrometers, about the thickness of 2 hairs. The consumption of the mixture is realistic to bring up to 10 gallons per hour. One refill is enough for 27,986 square feet, and a modest weight of 8 pounds will allow you to comfortably carry the sprayer as a backpack. The patented design ensures comfortable work for both right and left-handed users. The tool weighs 3 pounds. It is convenient to work with one hand. I recommend this stapler for work with breathable membranes, felt, and roofing felt. Capacity of 160 staples per 0.4 inches is enough for both home and commercial work, and the plastic caps, which are also patented, prevent potential damage to the material. Is it realistic to turn hours of drill work into minutes? The creators of the Rapid Drill system believe it is. The trick is the special frame on which the drill is mounted. Convenient, practical, plus about 992 pounds of additional leverage. And the drill bits last longer too, thanks to the optimum working angle. From car mechanics to metal workers, the system will be useful to many people and of course has already been patented, so they did not trifle with the price. $660. Good from the list of compatible drills on the site laid out. Do not have to buy at random. Some are preparing a flight to Mars, and some are reinventing the hammer. And while the former will be sometime later, the latter is already on the shelves for just $20 a pop. It's essentially a hammer multi-tool. It is ready to roll angle, nailer, hex screwdriver, ruler, and the all-important bottle opener. It's good at the basic profile too. You can hammer all you want, as there are 3 striking plates. Plus, all this pleasure weighs 14 ounces and thanks to the clever shape does not take much space. So in the gallery, we found camping and even beach photo shoots. The German engineers at Metabo have also decided to build something special and have reinvented the compressor as a result. Let's go over the features. Up to 200 pounds per square inch, that's almost 14 atmospheres. Best-in-class pressure. Simultaneous connection of 2 nailer guns. Oil-free design, which means easy maintenance. And all of this is packed into 41 pounds of weight. That is 22% lighter than many competitors. The work of the engineers has been appreciated. Pro Tools Innovation Awards 2020 plus the title of Best Value for Money from Pro Tools Review. Speaking of price, it's about $200. Typical story. You need to carry a not too heavy but inconvenient load like a ladder, a gas cylinder, or a chipboard board. A simple but also patented solution comes to the rescue: the lift lander. It not only simplifies carrying but also reduces the risk of injury and sells for a modest $20. The plastic helper weighs less than 10 ounces and at the same time will help with cleaning, for example, if you need to lift furniture and cleaning gutters. So it is appropriate not only in the bag of the builder but also in the home arsenal of tools. Another development for tilers is the mini vibrator for maximum workload. It is an Italian battery-powered version capable of working 200 squares on a single charge, and thanks to 3 removable handles, it is comfortable to work with 1 or 2 hands. The rubber plate will not leave marks on the tiles, and due to the high frequency of oscillation, you can take even tiles with cutouts and holes without fear. The price is $670. A typical porcelain stoneware tile with a thickness of about 0.3 inches weighs about 44 pounds per square yard. This is not a small amount, but there are also heavier variants sold. Granite alone is worth it. So when it comes to leveling and sealing seams, it is worth pulling out the trump card in the form of this system of suction cups and guides. It is effective even on rough surfaces and regulates the pressure itself. And if necessary, the suction cups can be removed and used separately. One suction cup of the Nemo Grabo model, by the way, will hold even 375 pounds of ceramic tiles or glass. This is an excellent indicator taking into account that the price for the complete system exceeds $1,000. This spreader is a good one too, and is relevant all year round. It's useful for seeds in the spring, fertilizer in the summer, and salt in the winter. Where without patents? The developers have protected a special disc that gives a spreading range of 19 feet. They have not forgotten about convenience. Even a full load of 35 pounds feels sane thanks to an adjustable system of straps. The price is $150, and if you're too lazy to rotate the handle, a cordless version is available. The range will rise to about 26 feet and the price to $250. The final versatile flashlight is appropriate in almost any location, from personal workshop to camping. 2 brightness levels, 90-degree adjustment, and 5 hours of runtime on a single charge are well worth it for $50. A nice bonus: fast charging half an hour and the battery is full again, and the weight of 12 ounces and several loops will allow you to easily fix the flashlight, at least on a nail in the wall or on the belt. In 2010, a total of 18 gigawatts of solar power plants came online around the world, and in 2021, 183 gigawatts. You feel the trend? BMI does too. Its Indax Adapt panels are designed specifically to catch the sun's energy. They are roof-mounted and offer up to 510 watts of power each. One typical panel weighs 47 pounds. They are grouped together by an aluminum frame, also suitable for tiled roofs. The final construction can withstand all weathers and strong winds. And the overall quality is so good that BMI gives a 25-year power guarantee. Where does the water from the streets go after another rainstorm? If there are KS Blue Box containers in the city, it's in them. These blue beauties weigh up to 5,500 pounds and hold up to 13,200 gallons. Inside, The container is made up of smaller modules. If necessary, they are able to gradually release water to the soil. So the KS Blue Box is not only a storage facility, but also a significant bonus to the city's irrigation scheme. If the area is rainy, several containers can be connected to each other and run water through an improved purification system. And if the customer wishes, this is all complemented by an inspection unit for rinsing and checking the KS Blue Box. Why do contractors choose Econo slab formwork? Perhaps they like the pre-designed templates for anchor bolts. Or do they like the less troublesome site preparation compared to conventional formwork? It is also likely that the special concrete mix recommended for this formwork by the developers contributes to this. It is so successful that it will make it possible to do without expansion joints. And of course, it is worth highlighting the excellent load distribution. Pouring can really be carried out in one step. In summary, an impressive set of advantages is reduced to no less impressive savings. The Econo slab foundation costs about half as much as its counterparts on classic formwork. Look out for the Daniuser-Hammer CB40. This concrete breaker can be mounted on practically any loader without complicated adjustment. It delivers a force of 37 plus tons and effectively demolishes reinforced concrete slabs up to 9 inches thick. The developers of the Daniuser-Hammer CB40 emphasize its built-in protection against dry running, ensuring no increased wear on the hydraulics. Among the ideal scenarios for the Daniuser-Hammer CB40 is the demolition of parking lots, a radical option for those tired of breathing exhaust fumes. Produced by Daniuser machines, it costs about $8,000. Monumental is the most spacious stadium not only in Argentina, but also in all of South America, accommodating 86,000 people. It hosts both soccer matches and concerts featuring top acts like AC/DC, Metallica, and Lady Gaga. But what about the lawn? The Versare modular turf is here to protect it from the wear and tear of hundreds of thousands of feet. In its Versare version, it can withstand a load of about 90,300 pounds per square meter. It is assembled from tiles available in several sizes, for example 4 by 8 feet. And by the way, this protection isn't limited to stadiums. It can be applied to practically any area expecting large crowds. There are always more solutions than difficulties, says the author of the video. And so that words do not diverge from deeds proves the truth by personal example. What can be better when a homemade grinding system works like clockwork, and there is room for improvement? It is worth thinking about, at the very least, protective curtains and a vacuum cleaner attachment. The residents of the Hawaiian island of Kauai saw the first drops on August 27, 1993, and the last drops on April 30, 1994. This was the longest rainfall event recorded globally, 247 days of continuous rain. It's fortunate that such events are exceptionally rare, but with climate change, many regions may experience increased rainfall. Perhaps it's time to consider improved drainage solutions. Amerimax offers components from the Stealth Flow series. They're designed for easy installation by customers and fit standard drain pipes with diameters of 2, 3, and 4 inches. Due to their low profile, there's no need to dig trenches. You can cover the drainage elements with gravel or mulch. Unity brick is another attempt to redefine bricks. This time it comprises 2% water, 12% cement, 29% sand, and 57% earth. This combination allows the brick to be molded without requiring a powerful press for firing, making it more affordable than ordinary bricks by over a third. Moreover, it becomes stronger with age. Developers also claim that a house built with Unity brick stays about 4 degrees cooler in summer compared to one made of traditional bricks. However, the main feature of Unity brick lies in its installation method. Bricks are stacked on top of each other with reinforcement, and then the structure is poured with cement mortar. This approach may be novel for many, so developers have produced a book to guide users in avoiding mistakes and successfully completing construction projects. The following technology helps to save up to 20% of concrete in the slab pouring process, while the weight of the finished product is reduced by 30% without compromising the load-bearing capacity. Ideally, the material of the economy inserts should be inexpensive, available, and not react with concrete and steel. That means clay pots are a great fit. The process may not look very impressive, but even Laurie Baker, an Indian architect, has worked with this technology. Laurie Baker, a British-born Indian architect. He liked economical and ecological solutions. And in addition to residential houses, he built a film studio and a couple of research centers. And what can I say? The slabs look very interesting. It's no shame to save money on finishing. Certus is a modular cladding system using slate bricks. It does not contain resins or glue, falls into the non-combustible materials group A1, and can be installed 5 times faster than its counterparts. Additionally, in case of a shortage of workers, one person can effectively handle Certus installation. There are no height limitations for installation, and weather conditions like snow or rain make no difference. All system elements are manufactured under strict factory control. Therefore, no on-site cutting, modifications, or adjustments are necessary, and instruction time is minimized. A typical Certus unit weighs up to 33 pounds and boasts a lifespan of over 60 years, thanks to its austenitic stainless steel base. And one of the key qualities of a future patio is strength and durability. So Newcastle Steel recommends a steel frame. As luck would have it, it offers one of the best options on the market. It's a whole sandwich in which the carbon steel is protected by 3 layers of technology at once: hot dip galvanizing, priming, and a special polyester coating. It's the perfect combination for an outdoor living frame. Newcastle Steel also states their option is better for the health of the earth on the property than treated lumber. And the framing quarter is also made up of recycled steel and is completely recyclable. IFET, the world's leading trade fair for eco-technology related to water, raw materials, waste, and waste management. It was there that the well-known Rehow company introduced AWA Connect Flex Plus. With this coupling, a craftsman can connect pipes in just 10 minutes. AWA Connect Flex Plus securely connects to fiberglass, cast iron, reinforced concrete, and other materials. The wall thickness and surface texture of the pipes are irrelevant. The coupling is suitable for diameters exceeding 18 inches. For convenience, the Rehow website offers a calculator to help choose the ideal option. And in terms of reliability, the coupling is designed to last around 100 years. Renovating old buildings often poses challenges, such as slabs not designed for additional load reinforcement. If dry screed is undesirable or impractical, Ardex offers an alternative called Stronglight. With a minimal installation height of 0.70 inches, it adds just 59 pounds per square meter. Ardex's development is particularly suitable for wooden ceilings and uneven surfaces, as well as areas enriched with wires and cables. Stronglight consists of only 3 components: filler, leveler, and reinforcing fabric. Once installed, tiles can be laid within 36 hours, and parquet flooring within 4.5 days. Additionally, this solution pairs well with underfloor heating systems. The Zurich University of Applied Sciences, the already well-known Holcim company, and the city of Winterthur were involved in the development of this innovation. As a result of this powerful alliance, a material called CPC was born. In short, it is pre-stressed concrete with carbon fiber. It is used to make panels suitable for a wide variety of objects. First, in Winterthur, they decided to build a universal building that serves as a discussion area, an experimental workshop, and a coffee shop at the same time. Compared to conventional concrete, CPC slabs can be made 3 times thinner without any loss of load-bearing capacity, the CO2 emissions from production are 4 times lower, and 75% less material is needed. Timber HP offers something interesting too. It's timber fill, blown-in wood fiber insulation. Sound like a fire hazard? Don't worry, if it meets fire, it will last for as much as 2 hours. The experts at Timber HP achieved this effectiveness with a chemical called borat. It also makes the insulation uninteresting to insects and mold. The company gets an extra karma for being in the eco-trends. The insulation is made from waste material from the lumber industry. As for the carbon footprint, it's negative. Throughout its lifetime, Timber HP absorbs and stores CO2. And this insulation also has the best acoustic performance in the industry. This Swiss plant not only produces cement, but is also the site of a very curious experiment. Holcim is testing a package of technological solutions here, collectively called Industry 4.0. The idea is to create an exact 3D replica of the factory. Thanks to it, it is possible to watch all working moments as if in a computer game. And if smart algorithms are applied to the copy, they will prepare a forecast of equipment maintenance and possible downtime. Holcim believes that Industry 4.0 is a breakthrough for the whole industry, if only because the huge amount of data obtained allows making more informed and accurate management decisions. This means saving time and money. In the meantime, Australia has come up with a 100% working scheme for selling decorative concrete. It's simple. Instead of gray and boring crushed stone, they add colorful ones. Indeed, why not take advantage of the fruits of the developed mining industry? By the way, Australia exports minerals to more than 100 countries, and the beautiful concrete from the video looks great at the garage or next to the pool. Plus, the manufacturer promises padding underfoot even with hot Australian summers and reminds us that the surface is non-skid. And because the stones are natural, they vary slightly from batch to batch, thus making each project special. For repairing and renovating bridges, refurbishing power plants, and reconstructing train stations and airports, the QuickDeck system offers invaluable assistance. Described simply as hovering scaffolding, developers emphasize its adaptability to meet customer specifications. For instance, QuickDeck can span up to 32,300 square feet. The system's modular blocks can be repositioned as needed during work, akin to assembling building blocks, without compromising reliability. Each square meter of QuickDeck supports a load of 660 pounds. This versatility makes even the most intricate construction challenges more manageable. A notable example includes its use during the dismantling of the Shell Lemon Bravo platform, where workers removed over 380 tons of steel. Approximately 45% of residential buildings in Europe were built before 1970. This does not take into account all sorts of castles, bridges, and other monuments that are several centuries old. To preserve the beauty of today's streets for posterity, masts will have to sweat. To help them, the company Eurotech has developed a special two-component composition. Its injection into stone or brickwork strengthens and restores the structural integrity of the structure. Walls, buttresses, supports, pedestals. The compound is as versatile as possible and is also suitable for buildings near water. After all, it gradually polymerizes and becomes not only vigorous, but also resistant to the underwater environment. It's a pleasure to shoot commercials with Fix2 GT, because this mounting adhesive works even underwater, cures 8 times faster than its analogs, and guarantees a bonus for a crazy stunt after only half an hour. In addition, the connection on Fix2 GT completely dampens vibrations and withstands not only bad weather but also contact with some chemicals. As they like to say in advertising, but that's not all. The adhesive is suitable for a wide range of materials, from glass and brick to stone and MDF. Workers have 10 minutes to make adjustments, and the connections with Fix2 GT can withstand up to 880 pounds per 10 square inches. In the best advertising tradition, we finish with a price of $11 for a 290 milliliters tube. Tolson offers to evaluate a new product, cordless screwdriver model 79005. The possibilities are quite good. 2000 mAh battery, backlight, reverse. And torque adjustment up to 10 pounds is present, and it can be realized with one finger. According to the good tradition of such tools in the set, there are Rosset bit, H3, PZ2, T10, what only there are not, and for convenience they are marked with colored rings. Enerpac waves to us from the future of cordless tools and brings us the SC series hydraulic pumps from there. The SC 1201 MB model pleases with a maximum working pressure of 10,000 psi, a motor of about 1 horsepower, and a weight of about 20 pounds. Buyers' wallets should also open thanks to a 54-volt battery and the Enerpac Connect app, which collects documentation, instructional videos, and maintenance reminders. The pump costs $4,700. The Xesto ZW4170D may not have the most impressive name, but it can carry loads of up to 370 pounds up and down stairs, move at a speed of up to 34 steps per minute, and travel up to 130 floors on a single charge. The cart is about as noisy as a vacuum cleaner at 70 decibels, and the wheels are equipped with shock-proof pneumatic tires. Not a bad set of benefits, especially since it's discounted to about $500. In the movie Asterix and Obelix Mission Cleopatra, the builder Numerobus measured the site for the future palace with steps and at some point lost his way. He would clearly need a curvometer, or simply put, a measuring wheel. Let's take a look at the Crescent-Lufkin models. They have analog meters calibrated by the wheel. You can buy such a curvometer starting at $29. If you're watching this issue of Standing, you might want to sit down. The price of this scanner is coming up. Are you ready? $34,800. You could buy a used Tesla 3. What kind of scanner is this? It's called the Artec Leo, and it's the world's first wireless 3D modeler powered by artificial intelligence algorithms. Artec Leo captures an area of up to 160,000 cubic inches, works at speeds of up to 80 frames per second, and thanks to Artec Studio software, allows you to combine the scan and photos from other cameras to get an incredibly realistic 3D model. The Rigid K912 is the most compact pipe cleaning system from FlexShaft. It weighs 10 pounds and is very versatile because it is compatible with any cordless drill, capable of 1,800 to 2,500 revolutions per minute. The cable is also successful. With a length of 30 feet, its diameter is 1/4 inch, so it is flexible enough for maneuvering in the area of the knees, but at the same time effective in pipes with a diameter of up to 2 inches. The system costs $230. The fastening universe has also found something interesting. This is Fisher Duotech, the so-called self-aligning dowels. They appeared on the market quite a long time ago, but they still help craftsmen all over the world. The fasteners are made of fiberglass reinforced plastic and stainless steel. Its main feature is a ribbed strip, as if it were a knot. In addition, these dowels are perfectly combined not only with screws, but also with inch screws and studs. And the small size allows for installation with a 3/8 inch drill bit standard. A set of 50 dowels 3/8 by 2 inches will cost $76. For $30, you'll find something useful too, like the Viper vacuum scraper, a scraper that makes it easy to use your construction vacuum cleaner. Dust, sawdust, debris, and dirt don't get blown around. What's more, with the Viper vacuum scraper, you can scrape away layers of paint, plaster, and other materials up to 1/4 inch thick. The scraper is also fiberglass reinforced and suitable for wet cleaning. seen butterfly knives? A similar design is realized in this folding chisel. The rest of the screen shows a classic woodworking tool. Like its conventional counterparts, it can be sharpened. The width of the cutting part is 1 inch, the handle is plastic, and the price, of course, is slightly higher than its standard counterparts, $16. What do you think? An entertaining gift for a stellar. This octopus-like system is designed especially for car enthusiasts. It can be used as a microphone and camera holder or as an extra hand when working on a workbench or under the hood. Magnetic elements of the system will hold parts, tools, and other things weighing up to a kilogram. The special lamps shine for up to 8.5 hours on a single charge. And thanks to this optimization, the Master will be able to work 37% faster. Price the system at $150 for the basic set. Another curious upgrade for the drill. This time we are offered to turn it into a saber saw. Just spend $75 on this unit and you can enjoy working, including on metal. The kit comes with blades with lengths of 5.3 inches, 5.7 inches, and 5.9 inches. It is stated that the upgrade is suitable for most electric drills. But judging by the comments of buyers, it feels pretty good, even on screwdrivers. The Cobalt WE64 is a sharpening system from Wicked Edge. It is quite compact, only 9 inches in length. However, it is on par with larger models in terms of results. It comes with 2 diamond-coated sharpening stones of 200 and 600 grit. They are mounted in guide rods with an adjustable angle. It is always visible thanks to the arrow slider. Additionally, the Cobalt WE64 is compatible with adapters that allow you to sharpen scissors and chisels. The system costs $706. The new cordless torque wrench from Enerpac combines an impressive torque of up to 6,000 FTLBs, with an accuracy of plus or minus 5% over the entire operating range and a portable battery-powered design. By the way, the kit comes with 2 5.5A units. The tool also features an LED display, and the torque setting is carried out at the touch of a button. For all these advantages, you will have to pay about $7,800. Meanwhile, the Wuta team is selling a leather cutting machine. It is a professional model with pressure built up to 1.5 tons. It is quite enough to cut workpieces with a thickness of 0.6 inches. The machine is also suitable for working with rubber, plastic, fabric, and other materials, significantly expanding the possibilities for the Master. It does not take up much space either, measuring 15 by 12 inches. The price of the machine is $668. Sometimes it's best to follow a template, and it's a good thing if the template is from Bloom. The company also deals with conductors and offers a set in a handy carrying case. Of course, the template is ideal for working with guides and other Bloom products. For example, the T65000 model will help with the preparation of holes for safety hooks and pre-drilling for locks. But you will have to pay a lot for the Austrian quality. One mentioned template costs $39. A couple of years ago, firewood prices rose sharply in many European countries. For example, in Germany, a cubic meter of this fuel cost from $108 to $217. Against this background, a Czech firewood chopper would clearly come in handy for many Europeans. After all, who knows what the coming winters will be like? And so, for $74, you can quickly chop both dry and raw wood. Moreover, the movable part of the wood chopper becomes heavier. The MJ3 is a bit more specific. It is a grinding and polishing machine for stone workpieces, including granite. It is lighter than many analogs, weighing only 26 pounds, but it is equipped with a 3-horsepower motor and allows you to adjust the speed up to 8,500 revolutions per minute, selecting the optimum depending on the task. Since water is used in the process, the MJ3 has received a splash guard, and protection against electric shock is guaranteed by a GFCI circuit breaker. This machine costs $949. Do all the work at once, suggest the authors of CoilShot. This system was invented to effectively clean condensers, and we're not talking about electronic components, but heat exchangers. The CoilShot connects seamlessly to a garden hose. Thanks to innovative technology, it cleans not only dirt and grime, but also grease. Unlike many competitors, it allows you to do without 1 or 2 tablets of cleaning agent. For hard-to-reach places, the developers have kindly invented a 36-inch long nozzle. The CoilShot costs $102. The IML RZF turns your drill into a wood sclerometer. It's cool and expensive at $3,127. However, the buyer will be able to check both live trees and bridge supports, playground elements, and other wooden structures. The results are documented right on the spot and allow you to quickly identify, for example, rotten areas. A single 5A battery charge is sufficient for 50 measurements, which can be carried out at a depth of 20 inches. Want a smart laser ruler that fits in your pocket and guarantees accuracy of plus or minus 1 millimeter? Then Neo Ruler Go is built just for you. With one charge, this technological marvel will last for 10 hours. Straight or curved angles, it makes no difference. Just place the ruler on the surface. Units of measurement are switchable, so you can use miles or yards. Measurements can be dumped into the app with a variety of formats available, from DXF to TXT. The ruler weighs a mere 1.6 ounces and costs $49. The 3Decimo Multi-Pro is a complete pocket workshop. It will replace both complex tools like a 3D printer and soldering station, as well as simple tools like pliers and screwdrivers. The developers didn't stop there and made the Multi-Pro source code open source, which means that the final functionality is limited only by the imagination of buyers. You can put in a 0.01-inch drill bit, or a soldering iron that heats up to 490 degrees Fahrenheit in 20 seconds. Engraving, burning, cutting, this tool handles wood, plastic, carbon, and a variety of combinations. And the basic 3Decimo Multi-Pro kit costs only $69. The Rapid XP30 comes in handy when working with anchors, dowels, and other fasteners. It is indispensable when it comes to drywall and is suitable for fasteners in sizes from M4 to M6. The tool is good for small repairs on your own and for intensive professional use. One of the secrets to this versatility is the aluminum body, which always sits flush with the wall. The Rapid XP30 can be purchased for $25. Next in line are decorative rollers for concrete. Their creators should be applauded because now craftsmen are able to finish the work 5 times faster than usual. The rollers are made of polyurethane, so they give neat and stable prints. Sizes to suit all tastes. For example, the model RL 11611, which allows you to work under the brick, comes with a roller width of 11 inches. And to fix the result, it is recommended to use a stain. One roller costs $40. The systems from NetU are sure to appeal to tilers. The idea is to apply the adhesive quickly, evenly, and without overspending, either directly onto the floor or onto the tiles, as shown by the workers in the video. In the second case, the top version of the system allows you to adjust the width up to 31 inches and also comes with teeth ranging from 0.3 by 0.3 to 0.8 by 0.6 inches. All rollers are rubber, so the tiles are not scratched, and one tile is realistically processed in just a couple of seconds. The system costs $511. And this kit with the telling name Skyscraper will allow you to finally scrape the roof clean of debris and dirt. It costs $763 and offers 3 height settings, 23, 30, and 33 feet. It comes with 11 differently shaped scraper blades as well as a brush. It is, by the way, effective at fighting moss. The double head allows you to combine these accessories as you wish. Sellers are sure that the Skyscraper is a great option for professional cleaners as well, which likely explains the price. This is not a mutant table assembled in the garage from anything, but a serial workstation called Speed Bench. The Japanese company Ryobi has pleased us with it, and it's not without transformations. Speed Bench transforms from a workbench into a cargo cart. In the first mode, you can use a wooden tabletop measuring 42 inches by 22 inches, capable of withstanding up to 400 pounds. In the second mode, the load capacity magically drops to 300 pounds. It also features wheels with a diameter of 10 inches. The Speed Bench sells for $199. The Enar Vib Bar eBat is a cordless pendulum depth vibrator used for placing concrete mixtures. It weighs a modest 11 pounds, additionally stands out with reduced noise and vibration levels, as well as a full hour of work on a full charge. Complete with a charger and a 4A battery, the vibrator costs $896. This line of devices from Minova Tool will help in working with polystyrene foam. In essence, we are looking at a tungsten carbide chisel. It can either be used separately or connected to a construction or household vacuum cleaner through the provided insert. The ergonomic shape provides a comfortable two-handed grip, and because the system is cordless, there's no need to worry that a sudden movement will pull the plug out of the socket. These are the elevators offered by EZG Manufacturing. The entry-level model is rated at 34 pounds, and the top-of-the-line model is rated at 109 pounds. The T-shaped handle provides excellent control to keep tile and other elements perfectly level. The more powerful elevators are equipped with an N-shaped handle for easy two-person operation. In any case, each elevator comes with a set of special attachments. These include elements made of foam with a memory effect. Ingenious Manufacturing states that the elevators reduce work time by 40%. Perhaps that's why even the entry-level model costs $634. These classic clamps are well suited for handling curbs, slabs, and other heavy loads. A typical model allows you to adjust the jaws to one of 3 positions and open them to 11 inches. Knipex has come up with the perfect gift for lovers of various tools. It is the company that produces the world's smallest plumber's tongs. One of the models weighs only 62 grams and has a surprising length of 4 inches. However, this is not a toy but a fully functional tool with a working range of 1 inches. It is ideal for tight and narrow spaces. And for safety, it is equipped with a mechanism that does not allow you to pinch your fingers. Such pliers cost $42. This story would probably make even Apple nervous. Judge for yourself, Milwaukee Red Lithium headphones last 10 hours on a single charge, while Apple's second-generation Earbuds Pro lasts 6 hours. Plus, Apple's case charge will last for 30 hours, while Milwaukee's will last for 70. In addition, the headphones from the toolmaker passively protect your ears thanks to foam and silicone ear molds. NRR noise reduction will be 25 dB and 22 dB, respectively. Complete with a case, cable, and several pairs of Milwaukee Red Lithium ear molds, the Milwaukee Red Lithium will cost $180. Makita is releasing a new product. The Japanese makers of professional power tools have made a compact, cordless microwave compatible with 40 VMAX XGT batteries. The same are on many saws, drills, trimmers, and other Makita tools. The oven has 2 modes of operation, 350 or 500 watts. Depending on the capacity of the batteries, warming food is realistic for up to 48 minutes in a row. Makita Jam weighs about 19.8 pounds, but the Japanese took this point into account, putting a convenient handle for carrying. But the price remains questions. Without a battery, the oven costs $847. Watch out for Dior, Chanel, Balenciaga, and the rest of the haute couture houses. Now you have to compete with Milwaukee. This company is associated more with tools, but it also produces a line of clothing, including heated jackets. These are powered by the M12 battery system, and in the updated version, they warm up 3 times faster and last 5 times longer. For example, one of the jackets can continuously warm for about 12 hours. It's nice that Americans have made both male and female models, and the price seems reasonable. $220 for a jacket with a battery and charger. I wonder how Steel got the idea to make a line of children's instruments. Maybe it's because it's a family-owned company? Whatever it is, the kids have been delighted with a blower, chainsaw, trimmer, and washer. The attention to detail is top-notch. For example, on the chainsaw, you can not only change the chain, but also adjust the volume level. Trimmer for safety receives soft rubber blades instead of fishing line, and the washer comes with 2 different attachments. All 4 tools will cost $240. It turns out that Milwaukee is not only good with clothes, but also with footwear. The company has come up with boots and sneakers that are not just for working on the construction site, but for working in. The shoes are easy to clean, yet they offer excellent protection from dust, water, and dirt. Comfort is provided by energy foam heel cushioning. The step-release heel allows for quick and easy removal of the shoe. To make it fit the foot as much as possible, Milwaukee has supplied the Bois system. It distributes the pressure evenly throughout the lacing. The Milwaukee shoe collection is brand new, so prices are kept secret for now. Snap-on also deals with tools and is quite successful. If you make a full catalog, there will be more than 20,000 items in it. The logical question is, where should Snap-on fans store their purchases? The logical answer is in a cabinet like this one from the same company. Snap-on has apparently looked at a wheelbarrow for a ride. How else to explain the 14 or 17-inch wheels, recessed lighting, and luxurious design? The drawers aren't easy either. The impulse design makes them easy to open and won't fall out. You can store an entire store in them. A standard cabinet will support about 7 tons of load. All in all, if you have $36,425 in your pocket, now you know what to spend it on. Klein Tools has been in business since 1857, and its tools are quite popular with telecommunications engineers. How serious is this? Well, for one, the company makes more than 165 variations of pliers, but sometimes gets distracted and makes bags, vests, carts, and even refrigerators. This one holds up to 24 beverage cans and keeps them cool for about 30 hours. Since the fridge can hold up to 136 pounds, you can sit on it. And the lid has a compartment for small things like pills, keys, and napkins. It costs a lot, about $80. DeWalt also likes to surprise. A limited edition toolkit in the style of the Formula One McLaren team is worth a lot. The company has also signed a sponsorship agreement with the Bournemouth Soccer Club, and in its leisure time it assembles such chargers for cigarette lighters. You can charge 2, 3, or 5 gadgets at the same time. The port provides 2.4 amps of output current, and a nice bonus is the limited lifetime warranty. The dual port model costs $19. The future of mowing is already here, claims Ryobi. The RoboYagi robotic lawnmower has to be promoted somehow. Although the best way to talk about it is not with advertising slogans, but with figures. For example, the top model, RoboYagi, is able to take care of an area of up to 32,000 square feet. Due to its clever design, the robot makes only 58 decibels of noise, so it is ideal for working at night. RoboYagi is not afraid of rain, uneven terrain, and slopes up to 24 degrees. And thanks to the Wi-Fi module and free app for iOS and Android, the robot is easy to control remotely. It's great to have a Makita power tool on the construction site because during breaks, you can pull out the battery, put it in the coffee machine, and enjoy a cup of ground or instant coffee. If there are a lot of people wanting coffee, that's okay. The Makita coffee maker produces a cup every 7 minutes. And with one battery, you can really get up to 5 cups. Of course, there are no fancy espresso or cappuccino modes here, but there is a sturdy body that is not afraid of bumps and falls, a convenient carrying handle, and a measuring spoon in the set with a mug. The Makita coffee machine without a battery sells for $135. This is what happens when a Glock custom pistol maker talks to a fan of Milwaukee products. Even though it's not an official project, it still looks cool. Well, for connoisseurs of more peaceful solutions, the Canadian brand Fiat has already launched such revolvers. They do not shoot, but combine the functions of a cordless screwdriver and bit storage. There is a backlight, charge indicator, and electric reverse. And 180 revolutions per minute is enough for assembling or repairing furniture. How do you sell a power tool charger for $200? Here's a recipe from DeWalt. All you have to do is build an audio system and radio into it. 4 speakers, a subwoofer, and a bass resonator. That's the secret to good sound. You can connect to the miracle of technology via Bluetooth from a distance of up to 100 feet. The charging is suitable for DeWalt 12 VMAX and 20 VMAX batteries. Additionally, you can charge your phone. A USB port is available, and the charger is also powered from the battery or from a power outlet. Let's assume that the workers have taken an unscheduled break with the help of a Makita microwave and coffee maker, and the boss arrives just at that moment. Don't panic. You can tell him that cleaning is underway, and the Makita DRC 200 robot vacuum cleaner is doing it. Fair enough. It is designed for an area of up to 5,000 square feet, allows you to adjust the path of cleaning, and works in 2 modes, either only sweeps or also vacuums. There are also 2 controversial points. First, the robot is not suitable for uneven floors made of concrete or wood. Second, even without a battery, it costs about $910. This trap from Ryobi will solve problems with mosquitoes, gnats, and other similar insects within a radius of 16 feet. The principle of operation is as follows. Insects fly to ultraviolet waves, land on the mesh, and die from electrical discharges. No more spirals and plates with unpleasant odor. The basic kit comes with the trap itself, an 18-volt and 2 A1+ battery, and chargers. It's nice that Ryobi also included a brush for cleaning the tray with dead insects. Depending on the mode of operation, the battery will last for 2 or 4 hours. The kit costs $200. Another entertaining story from DeWalt is the Organizer tablet. It is super convenient if you need to sign invoices and all that on a regular basis. There is a lot of space inside. You can fit A4 sheets, pens, business cards, and gadgets. Built-in LED lighting allows you to sort papers in the dark. And the Organizer is also part of the TS TAC modular system, so it can be attached to many toolboxes. Not bad for $35. The bright finale of the issue is left to Makita. Why not? Because the Japanese giant has just introduced an LED flashlight. And not a simple one, but with a radio and the ability to recharge gadgets. Depending on the battery, the radio will work up to 44 hours and the lighting up to 16. You can adjust not only brightness, but also color temperature, and there are 4 lighting modes: 360 degrees, 3-sided flashlight, and strobe. Without batteries, it sells for $159. A typical construction task is marking boards for trimming. Here's a $7 solution that's easy to use. No batteries, rechargeable batteries, tons of settings, etc. It is relevant for boards up to 2 inches and requires only a pencil. There are options with inch and millimeter markings in different steps, for example from 0.08 to 0.6 inches. And for easy storage, there is a magnet in one of the legs. When creating new tools, we always think out of the box and ahead of the curve, the developers of these chainsaws explain. It can be seen with one hand. A full 2A battery is enough for 100 cuts, and the approximate weight is less than 4 pounds. There are 2 models on the screen at once: Nexsaw with a 6-inch blade for branches up to 4.7 inches in diameter. Nexsaw Ultra with a 7.09-inch blade for branches up to 6 inches in diameter. Both variants come with 32-degree adjustment in the angle and are compatible with an extension cord, allowing you to work at heights up to 10 feet. All of this is complemented by a manual grease pump and protective sheath, and the price starts at $207. If you need to urgently haul a pile of chipboard sheets or something equally large, this cart will be an effective partner. Put the sheet on it, and the jaws hold it firmly but without damage, thanks to the felt coating. The working width is adjustable from 1 to 3 inches. There is a choice of pneumatic or solid tires, and since the cart is made in Germany, the price tag is $125. Working on your knees for a long time is harmful, if only because the blood flow is disturbed. And if you stand on the cold floor or on the ground, you can even develop problems like arthritis. Treatment will be more expensive than $320, in which they valued this system: roller supports plus spring-loaded seats, rotation of 360 degrees up to 249 pounds of load, relevance is on asphalt with concrete and on the ground, plus comfort not only for the knees but also for the back, a useful purchase for amateurs and pros alike. If you regularly install metal decking, this perforator will save you money. Its developers immediately emphasize the target audience and the main advantage of the device. It is realistic to reach an average of 1,200 blows per hour and 9,600 per day. That is double or even triple the speed of work compared to manual analogs, but without unnecessary load. The punch is suitable for all types of decking in 18, 20, and 22 gauge. And also stands out with powerful jaws and a reasonable weight of 39.68 pounds including packaging. The asking price is $2,800. To patent a saw, you would need to file a patent application with the relevant patent office, such as the United States Patent and Trademark Office, USPTO. Your application would need to demonstrate that your saw design is novel, non-obvious, and useful. In the case described, the craftsmen have innovated by integrating the handle as a sheath for the blade, allowing for adjustable length from 23 to 14 inches, simplifying storage and carrying. Additionally, the blade has specific tooth per inch (TPI) configurations on each side, enhancing versatility. The saw weighs about 1 pound, adding to its usability. To patent this saw design, you would need to provide detailed descriptions, drawings, and possibly prototypes to demonstrate the unique features and functionality of your invention. It's also advisable to consult with a patent attorney or agent to navigate the patent application process effectively. That's an interesting concept. The R600 Vario Clean system seems like a versatile tool for pipe cleaning, suitable for both indoor and outdoor use with diameters ranging from 19 to 6 inches. The battery-powered feature adds convenience, allowing it to be used even in places without electricity. With a price tag of $3,100, it appears to offer a comprehensive solution for plumbers and adventurers alike. It's intriguing to imagine Mario's childhood friend Vario venturing into the plumbing business with such innovative tools. This arsenal is something both amateur and professional craftsmen would be proud to have. Its foundation is a docking station with 2 hinged reamers and a clamping clamp, supplemented with conductors and other accessories. There are plenty of options available. For example, one of the reducers not only features an Automax clamp for workpieces from 0.5 to 1.1 inches thick, but also the ability to connect a vacuum cleaner. If necessary, additional supports are put, for example, under longboards and plywood and with thin workpieces. A clever conductor is used that allows you to make holes 25% smaller. The price for the kit in the video is about $300. Whether at the workbench or on the campground, this British lantern with 3 brightness modes is unlikely to be idle. For $63, it offers up to 4.5 hours of use on a single 2A battery charge and 30 LEDs with a lifespan of about 5,000 hours. The steel frame and protection level IP20 will allow you to work safely even in tight and dusty rooms, and comfort will be added by the 360-degree adjustment and the ability to mount the lantern on a beam, hang it on a nail, or place it in any other convenient way. An interesting solution for working with a total station. This device on a characteristic tripod stand is often seen on construction sites and in municipal or landscaping areas. To increase range and accuracy, reflectors with movable prisms are used with the total station. And this variant is designed for installation on a nail. Leveling will help the built-in level. For ease of carrying, the upper and lower sections are removable. Well, and cost such a pleasure from $390 depending on the prism constant. Continuing the theme of simplicity and relevance, cable guides, no more twisting, and no more insulation damage. If necessary, the guides can be screwed on, and there are many variants. For example, a model with 2 rollers for cable diameters up to 4 inches and loads of up to 1.5 tons. Frames are made of steel. Rollers are made of aluminum. The combination is strong and light, so that guides weighing less than 6 pounds are available. Buying a model with 1 roller is offered for $87. Craftsman furniture makers have no time to be bored either. In the US alone, new home sales rose to 670,000 this January. Working fast without sacrificing precision is one of their competitive advantages. So this $25 kit is quite an investment, even for a private single handyman. First, the purchase will help with the installation of the guides, and then it will support the drawer that will walk on them. Convenient, practical, and precise thanks to the built-in non-slip pads and levels. It turns out that Julia Roberts has a room for knitting and sewing, and Katie Holmes got a sewing machine from Tom Cruise. In general, sewing is a hobby of at least Hollywood proportions. Manufacturers realize this and offer a whole mountain of tools. For example, this hole punch will come in handy for working with leather elements and will allow you to make a hole of 6 sizes up to 0.2 inches. And at the same time will help in other handmade projects because it will easily deal with cardboard, rubber, and plastic. Not bad for $12. According to UN experts, the world's demand for wood will almost double by 2050. So many equipment suppliers are preparing now. This felling wedge has remote control at a range of up to 328 feet and an emergency switch in case of problems. The load capacity of this unit is up to 25 tons. The lifting height is 2 inches. In difficult situations, the locking rimmy will help you out. In addition, the Klin is quite compact and lightweight. It weighs about 19 pounds without the battery, but the price tag is even more effective, $3,050. Once, American experts counted statistics on falls from stepladders. It turned out to be sad. 34,000 people who fell had to seek medical attention, and 15,500 missed at least one day of work. So $35 for such an accessory is quite justified. Mount it, and it holds tools, paint cans, and other loads up to 7 pounds. No more need to constantly go down for them or dangerously reach and then balance. So the risk of accidental falls is also reduced. The manufacturer is convinced that this is an innovation. What do you think? The Japanese giant Ryobi completes the release. This saw arrived from there today. It is part of the 18V Plus family, which includes more than 280 tools, so there will be no problems with finding batteries. In addition, the developers promise about 98 feet of cutting on a single charge. They offer to cut stone, tiles, paving stones, bricks, and glass. The maximum depth at an angle of 90 degrees is 1.6 inches, and for dust protection, a 20 fluid-ounce reservoir comes in handy. It's said to be the best in the industry. The price tag, including charging and a 4A battery, is $259. Avoid putting your hands near tools like bandsaws and circular saws, advises the seller of these grippers. They securely hold workpieces without scratching, thanks to a spring-loaded heel and a textured insert made of TPE polymer, also used in car window seals and razor handles. One model is about 8 inches long, weighs 450 grams, and costs $11. The combination of a yellow body and brown handle helps you quickly locate the grippers on the store shelf or in the toolbox. One gallon of maple syrup requires about 20 gallons of sap. Considering that Canada alone once produced almost 13 million gallons of the sweet additive to a variety of goodies in 1 year, this tool is more relevant than ever. It helps to adjust the systems of the tubes through which the juice flows, namely to cut them, install connectors, spouts, and end rings. The tool is made in the USA and sells for $190. I wonder how quickly it pays for itself. An innovative workhorse created by a pipeline contractor. Moving pipes and jointing pipes is now much easier. It is essentially a hybrid of a garden wheelbarrow and a jack. Pipes are placed in hook-like grippers and aligned between 20 and 38 inches. With a weight of 66 pounds, the design can move up to 300 pounds. So even one person with a couple of such helpers will work faster and will spend less effort because the grippers are supplemented with rollers. The price per piece is $768. The developers of this multi-tool also approached the matter with fancy, but the price tag is not modest, $864. Wallets, of course, will lose weight, but work with wood, metal, drywall, tile, PVC, and other materials will be much more comfortable. If only because you can assemble your own arsenal of plunged blades and sanding discs, and the brushless motor gives up to 20,000 revolutions per minute. Cutting PVC pipes, installing doors, repairs, and jobs like tile removal. Easy. The recommended battery offers a capacity of 4A and works at temperatures from -17 to +60 degrees Fahrenheit. True, so far the novelty is available only on pre-order. And here they show how much easier the work of electricians has become today. The presented tool, compatible with cables with internal diameters from 0.7 to 2 inches, allows you to work with cable channels, junction boxes, sockets, and pipes with diameters from 0.2 to 7.9 inches. Bends, damage, and deformations in the path are not a problem. Provision is made for pre-blowing the cable route with air and checking with a special cable. And between objects, tools and accessories travel in a suitcase that easily fits in the trunk of the car. The price of the question is $1,700. Hello for the Mario brothers. They would surely appreciate this pipe tool. It helps with deburring and chamfering, for example, before welding or threading. There are models for handiwork and under the power drive, coverage on pipes from 0.2 to 4 inches. The material of the cone is alloy steel. Even the heaviest model weighs about 14.33 pounds and is comfortable when working alone. Thanks to the ratchet mechanism, the process will be even easier. The price tag passes over $300. The fastest marking system on the market continues to be released, 500 yards in 50 minutes. This is 40% faster than the nearest competitors, and the price tag is 30% lower, according to the creators, $250. Spray width is adjustable from 2 to 5 inches. Using the recommended paint, an individual car can be sprayed in as little as an hour, and a dense stream can be sprayed in a day. One 750 milliliter can of paint is enough for 90 yards. Plus, there is a tape-only mode. It will come in handy before repairs or marking warehouse routes. It's a classic staircase. The surface is uneven, and you have to put whatever you can under one of the legs. According to WHO estimates, every year there are more than 37 million falls in the world that require medical attention. Is it worth the risk if such a thing is already invented and sold? Plus, it's several options in one package. Adjustable platform, step, and mini instrument table. The maximum load is 500 pounds. Rubber and polypropylene inserts protect against slipping. The price tag is $125. It turns out that hammer fist is not only a punch from MMA, but also a hammer like this. It's a lot more interesting than a regular hammer. Can your hammer also work as an angle, ruler, nailer, bottle opener, and hex screwdriver? And the novelty copes with the main task perfectly. 3 striking plates and a rubber insert on the handle will suit both pros and amateurs. Besides, the hammer weighs 14 ounces, and thanks to its unusual shape, fits even in the glove compartment. The price for all these joys is a modest $20. The roof of a private home is a whole world with its own dusts, from guttering and chimneys to sprinklers and garlands. So you have to climb up there regularly, and it's not the safest story. Easy to move even on the roof with a slope of 45 degrees will allow this ladder inspired by mountain goats. The design is extremely simple, sections of 120 or 180 inches plus a hook attachment. However, it can withstand up to 350 pounds of load and is surprisingly light, in one of the variants at just over 15 pounds. In disassembled form, the ladder is stored in a bag and easily fits in the trunk, and the price tag deluxe set for 23.6 feet is $670. The average farm size in the US last year was approximately 180 acres. There's a reason why there's always news of new farming innovations from local companies. For example, a tool like this will help delineate the land. It is sold under the slogan, "The best friend of fence builders." However, it is quite relevant not only for crimping but also as a pruner, because it combines an electric drive and a universal claw. The tool is compatible with crimping sleeves from 0.1 to 0.2 inches and is light enough to work with one hand. This tool bears little resemblance to a toothbrush, but it also does a great job in hard-to-reach places. It is a cordless belt sander that is also suitable for satinizing, that is giving a certain roughness to metal surfaces. The belt speed adjustment is infinitely variable from 656 to 2297 feet per minute. Tilt angle up to 60 degrees. The tool is friendly with vacuum cleaners, and together with the battery for 2.6 ampere-hour weighs 31 ounces. Recharging will take about an hour. The grinder, battery, and charging kits are priced at $275. Have you ever noticed that railroad tracks have holes in them? This system combines speed and compactness to make them. The drilling process takes between 12 and 60 seconds. One battery is enough for 28 holes with a diameter of 0.9 inches. The weight of the system with the battery is 36 pounds. That is, it can be carried alone. Operating temperature corridor from -0.4 degrees to +122 degrees Fahrenheit. Bonus promises low vibration, 2 speeds, LED lighting, and easy setup. There is a helper for tilers too. It can be hard for them too, literally, because just 2 foot by 3.2 foot porcelain tile can weigh up to 44 pounds, depending on its thickness, and even the shapes are sometimes specific. Even 2 people can be difficult. Here is a carrier with 8 suction cups and 440 pounds of load. A real salvation, allowing you to work quickly and yet accurately. The special rubber will not leave any marks on the tiles. You can release or add pressure at any time. And if carrying requires extra attention, there are double handles and 4 people are included in the work at once. The price is in the neighborhood of $2,000. Last winter, there was a sharp rise in firewood prices in some countries. In Bulgaria, a cubic meter was sold for $110, $160. The topic was even covered in the press, and one of the newspapers wrote about an unusual initiative of Polish officials. They wanted to issue smoke masks to the population, saying that even garbage would have to be burned for heating. Against such a background, wood choppers, whether automatic or manual, are selling well. Here, this cast iron beauty is asking $120. The seller gives a guarantee of 2 years, but promises that, due to the material of manufacture and simplicity of the mechanism, the tool will last a lifetime. The maximum length of a log is 13 inches and the wood splitter weighs 9 pounds. SureWall stands are designed for all those who like to improve their own plot of land. They allow you to build a wall up to 3 feet high, and not just any wall, but flush. The width of the posts is 2 inches. They are made of galvanized steel, so the durability is high. If desired, you can make the wall 66% thinner than with solutions from competitors. And the service life is not bad, at least 20 years. Also, the posts allow you to create 90-degree angles. And if you need a smooth bend, the developers have provided for this and left a tolerance of 15 degrees. In another area, the concrete basement elements are being installed. The typical length is 8 feet, but the result is a 2-in-1 solution that looks beautiful and provides additional protection. Thermodome is not an attempt to revive ancient baths, but such panels, although they are also connected with heat. The thing is that the panels consist of foam plastic, on which is glued, for example, porcelain stoneware or clay clinker tiles. It turns out to be a durable insulation solution, imitating real masonry. The estimated service life of Thermodome panels is 50 years. This is much longer than mineral wool or wet facade technology can offer. Super skills for working with panels are not required. Mounting foam, grout, dowels, and self-tapping screws, that's the whole list of consumables. And do not worry about rodents. The foam layer has protective additives. Using extreme mats, you can organize a road where there are not even any directions. For example, in a swamp. Each such mat has a size of 13 by 6 feet and costs about $3,000. But it is worth it, because on extreme mats you can drive machinery up to 80 tons, and in some cases, if the weather is dry and it is realistic to drive quickly, the mats can withstand up to 120 tons. Produces extreme mats from heavy-duty polymer, but the whole stand is still solid at 840 pounds. A foam core is responsible for buoyancy, and the surface of the mats is optimized also for tracked vehicles. Welcome to a masterclass on installing an underground drainage system. Workers use components from DrainFast, one of the UK's leading suppliers. Chambers, pipes, manhole covers, fittings. If necessary, they will find everything there so that the drainage can be built from scratch. DrainFast even has a site stack system that allows you to move more than 40 pipes at a time using an excavator. And other components are amazingly versatile. For example, manhole covers can be ordered from steel, cast iron, or polypropylene, and pipes are perfectly combined with sludge catchers as well as septic tanks. By the way, with proper installation of pipes from video can easily last more than 50 years. In addition, they better tolerate ground movements. The Monumental team has invented a robot mason using artificial intelligence algorithms. Things are going well, and the $25 million investment is not going to be given to just anyone. In addition, 57% of European countries are already facing an acute shortage of bricklayers. In this light, construction companies will clearly like the robot, which acts not only qualitatively, but also 50–60% faster than a man, and also does not get tired, does not demand a raise in salary, does not go for a smoke break, and does not make mistakes. Additionally, Monumental offers another robot in the kit. It is responsible for the delivery of bricks. In tests, the mechanical laborers successfully coped with a 49-foot facade of an office and warehouse building and even took part in work on social housing. MapaGuard UM35 is also quite a technologically advanced product. It is a waterproofing release membrane that combines several advantageous qualities at once. Firstly, it is suitable for cracked, damp, and even not fully cured substrates. Secondly, the membrane conducts heat well, that is, it combines perfectly with warm floors. And thirdly, it is relevant for both exterior and interior works. Both on old concrete screed and on tiles, the result will please you. Since the membrane is translucent, it is easier for workers to control the distribution of the adhesive. A typical package of MapaGuard UM35 is a roll with a width of 3 feet and a length of 98 feet. And since the membrane is made of polyethylene and polypropylene fabric, it can be easily cut on site. Top grip is the ideal material for crosswalks, tight turns, crossings, and other potentially hazardous areas. Apply it to concrete or asphalt, and traction is improved by 30–40%. The structure of top grip is plastic with methacrylate resin and bauxite. If the work is carried out on concrete, a layer of special primer is also required. By the way, top grip can be applied quite quickly. At 20 degrees Fahrenheit, the material hardens in just 20 minutes. Depending on the specifics of the site, the consumption will be from 6 to 11 pounds per square yard. This useful product is manufactured in Switzerland. Verdura blocks are just another constructor from which everyone is offered to build a retaining wall, and it is quite high, up to 49 feet. The blocks are made of concrete, so they will last for hundreds of years, the manufacturer is sure. Another good reason to stop on Verdura is the possibility to do without a foundation. It is enough to bury the first row of blocks in the soil. Also, for beauty and greater reliability, you can use creeping plants like ivy with Verdura. If you immediately think about watering, in many cases sprinklers will be sufficient. You can work with Verdura on slopes up to 12 degrees, and the scale of some projects is amazing. How about a 250,000 square foot wall that took 170 days to build? These are the kind of walkways that make it much easier to move around on the roof. There are many variations. For example, in the fiber-grade version, the walkways are made of fiber-reinforced grids and can even withstand a 370-pound drop. On the website of another company, Trizet Trading, there is a system with grids that can withstand a load of over a ton per square meter. But Stead-On Safety's product is the coolest of all. It prefers fiberglass and works with customers in the marine and rail industry. No wonder, because its grids are resistant to acids, and in some versions, even under a load of 2 tons, they sag by only 0.2 inches. Augmented reality is also good for optimizing construction. Let's take a look at a variation of it called Spectar. With it, productivity on the site can increase by 50% because workers using Spectar and headsets like HoloLens 2 can see what they are doing and where they are doing it. Special software can be used to schedule tasks for up to 3 weeks at a time and improve document turnover. For example, if workers have to use a solution that isn't in the drawings, Spectar can help them account for it and avoid confusion in the final estimate. Another huge plus is support for BIM files. This means that you can load data into Spectar directly from AutoCAD, Revit, and other similar programs. No-limit scaffolding is the result of many years of work by Monzon. The company did a lot of work, conducted research, and learned the opinion of manufacturers and customers. The conclusion was unambiguous. We need a universal system that combines the simplicity of frame scaffolding and maximum flexibility in customization. Let's take a look at the result. The height of no-limit scaffolding is adjustable from 9 to 118 inches, and the width can be made variable. For example, the site starts at the 29-inch mark and extends to a 118-inch site. Intermediate transmissions together with smart clutches guarantee automatic locking, and because No Limit uses recycled aluminum in its production, this scaffolding is 50% lighter than the earlier modular steel version from the same company. Fiber concrete is brought to the construction site. We need to make sure that its reinforcing fibers are properly distributed, but they are so tiny. They can be as small as 0.004 inches in diameter. No problem. Simply connect the Dromix-Ide system to the chute from which the concrete comes. It does not need calibration. It checks automatically, so human error is ruled out. In addition, unlike other testing methods, Dromix-Ide does not evaluate individual samples, but the entire volume of the mix. The results of its work can be checked from a smartphone. They are displayed in an easy-to-understand format with graphs and a clear indication of the standards. And to avoid unfortunate incidents, Dromix-Ide only starts the test after holding down the desired button for at least 5 seconds. Formflow is also working in the direction of affordable housing. It offers a more conventional solution: modular houses. They are advantageous for several reasons at once. Firstly, assembly takes weeks rather than months. Secondly, the special Australian-made steel frame makes the house more resistant to bending and deformation. And third, the ColorBond steel used in construction is more than 20% recycled steel. Plus, a standard Gable 1 model home is 39 feet long, 14 feet wide, and weighs 10 tons, so it can realistically be delivered on just one semi-trailer if desired. To save on this and other similar houses will be $204,000. It's important to take care of the builder's insurance as well. Tie-down can help with this. It is known as one of the pioneers in mobile fall protection systems and introduces the PX5 Sentinel, a versatile and effective option for backing up to 7 people. The PX5 Sentinel system weighs 1,300 pounds, so it is also suitable for work on rooftops and on forklifts. Plus, this system is effective on a wide variety of surfaces, including concrete. And in tests, it was tested with 5 loads of 310 pounds each. No wonder the PX5 Sentinel is considered best in class. The Icon team wants to make housing more affordable without compromising on quality or style. That's why they came up with Domus Ex Machina, a construction technology using artificial intelligence algorithms and 3D printing. The roof, doors, windows, and some other elements for Domus Ex Machina are still classic. But the walls are printed by the Vulcan 2 RoboPrinter. It can be brought directly to the construction site, and it will easily make walls up to 26 feet high and in one step and at a speed of 9 inches per second. And Vitruvius will help with the design. It is an architect, already capable of proposing the concept and appearance of future real estate. And later it will be taught to develop plans, 3D models, and even estimates. Vicon is already accepting orders and specifies that printing a square meter of wall costs $250, and 2 people will be enough to work with the printer. The issue is rounded off by the queen of construction topics, formwork. We have not shown any variants, and still, there are companies that have their own view on this construction. Take Conform, for example. They have developed another alternative to heavy wooden formwork. Now workers operate with these elements made of plastic and fiberglass. They come in 3 types, regular, superflex, and fiberform. Briefly about each. Ordinary elements are available in 5 sizes. The maximum is 15 feet by 11 inches, a universal solution. Superflex elements come in one size, 15 feet by 3 inches, and are designed for complex bends and circles. In the case of fiberform, there are 5 sizes again. The top one is 19 feet by 11 inches. Such elements are good if there are many long straight lines on the formwork track. All variants have a service life of at least 7 years, although some customers have had them for 15 years. That's the benefit. Such machines are also quite relevant for independent amateur projects. They allow you to make tiles and curbs or cinder blocks. With Vibromaster standard 260V1 molding cycle takes from 60 to 90 seconds. So it is quite realistic to reach, for example, 260 blocks per shift, especially if you work with a team of 2 people. There are a lot of molds for Vibromaster standard 260V on the market. There is even a variant that allows you to make blocks with a bite on one side longer and wider, so you can direct your building enthusiasm to a wide variety of projects, from staircase walkways to 3-story houses. Purchase such a useful machine is offered for $32. You can change the curtains and wallpaper even every month, but you can't do that with walls. That's why the developers remind us, hot block is extremely important to choose the material for them carefully. Otherwise, it will be uncomfortable in the house. Why should you buy exactly hot block? Here are a few advantages according to the developers. First, these blocks are quite light, since they consist of expanded clay concrete and polystyrene foam. Second, they are larger than bricks, so the work is much faster. On a square meter of wall will be enough about 7 pieces. And third, the blocks are equipped with a tongue and groove system, which saves mortar on vertical joints. And of course, the coarse block is vapor permeable, but at the same time very effective in terms of thermal insulation solutions. According to analysts at the Ember Center, more than 60 countries will generate about 10% of their electricity with wind and solar in 2022. A great review summarizing the Heliotech team's development. They've made an organic photohalomonic film. It's like a solar panel, but thinner, less than 1 inch, and it's also flexible, lighter, and a quarter more efficient. In South Korean projects, 712 films on one building provided a peak power output of 37.7 kilowatts. Another unusual feature of Heliotech's development is the different colors. The film can be made blue, gray, or green. Since it transmits 50% of light, it is suitable for windows, creating a shading effect. And in some cases during installation, it will be possible to do without fasteners. It will be enough to put the film on the glue. For lovers of interior works, we have also found a very original thing. This is EverPanel, space delimitation panels. Do you want to make several rooms in the loft or divide the areas of responsibility in the office? It doesn't matter. EverPanel will always help you out. 2 people are enough, and a 100 feet long wall will stand up in about half an hour. That is, even a small team can work on many orders in a day. Sounds profitable, especially since you can start projects in 3D Constructor. So the client will clearly see the future result. And there is no need to worry about tools. EverPanel panels are joined and separated manually. A wall with a length of 9 feet and a height of 7 feet will cost $2,985. Perry UK is one of the world's largest formwork manufacturers, which means you can't go past its developments. Fortunately, there is plenty to see. Perry Skydeck formwork is so versatile that it is suitable for both residential and industrial construction. It can be used for slab thicknesses up to and including yards. Depending on the specifics of the project in general and the concrete in particular, Perry Skydeck can be removed after only 24 hours. The formwork is aluminum, so it is quite light. The heaviest component weighs 33 pounds. However, Skydeck can withstand loads of up to 330 pounds per square meter and is therefore perfectly suited even for large-scale projects such as the 3-tower South Quay Plaza development in London. Experts once calculated how much drinking water is lost in the United States due to deteriorating pipes. And it turned out that about 528 billion gallons are poured into nowhere every year. If very roughly, that's half of the Mediterranean Sea. So, SPR technology is one of those technologies that is needed even yesterday. It can fix pipes made of any material, from plastic to concrete, and it doesn't require digging up half the street. An SPR repair looks like this. A pipe layer climbs into the old pipe and pulls a flexible plastic profile like a huge spider. The new pipe is formed from it coil by coil. Do not worry about the reliability of the profile. It is not simple, but with the rest of the reinforcement. In this way, you can give a second life to pipes with a diameter of up to 18 feet, and SPR repair is also very environmentally friendly. The amount of machinery needed is many times less, which means that there are not so many emissions. Wood, but made of concrete? What kind of magic? Now these masters will show you how it works. Everything starts with formwork. A steel bar of square cross-section is recommended. Next, pouring concrete. With it, there is also a nuance. It is desirable that it contains fiber and plasticizer. The resulting solution is required to smooth and, without waiting for drying, turn into a tiramisu. Okay, in fact, this is a powder tint for concrete. It will provide the desired wooden color. Take a break. We wait until the moisture is gone and then the fun begins. It's time to make the surface look boarded up. To do this, we use stamping. If you bother, you can even add imitation nails. And of course, do not forget about the expansion and expansion joint, and a good finishing touch will be varnish. Enviromesh craftsmen specialize in working with gabions, that is, they make frames that are then filled with fluffy material like crushed stone or large stones. The resulting blocks can be used to build a retaining wall, a fence, an unusual building exterior, and many other useful things. Enviromesh is willing to take on even large projects. For example, the screen shows an incredible amount of work: 18 layers of geogrid and 2,000 cubic yards of welded gabions. The final structure protects one of the British slopes from erosion and people from rockfalls. The company writes that the average turnaround time is 5 to 7 days and even offers such an unusual service as gabion landscape design. SmartMix is an innovation in the world of construction, the developers believe. This is a bold statement considering the fact that this compound appeared on the US market in the early 80s. What is it for? SmartMix replaces masonry mortar, and it does it really effectively. Where 45 pounds of mortar was required, 1 pound of SmartMix is enough. In addition, the composition is suitable for applying a thin enough layer, which allows you to save on plaster. Plus, the work with SmartMix is neater and up to 3 times faster compared to mortar. Bricks or blocks, it does not matter. The main thing is that they should be relatively clean, without sand and oil traces. SmartMix dries in about 72 hours, and the open package can be sealed and stored for up to 30 days without loss of quality. To put it simply, EPS, these are balls for thermal, sound, and vibration insulation. And if we go deeper into chemistry and other sciences, then on the screen, expanded polystyrene foam. The material has a honeycomb structure, and 98% consists of air, known as the best heat insulator on our planet. Not counting, of course, the expensive inert gases. As a result, EPS balls are 20% more efficient than standard fiber insulation. They also don't crack, don't settle, don't fear water, and don't rot. A few small holes are most often enough to fill cavities, so plus the savings on materials and tools. Also, the company EcoSpray Foam Systems, whose masters you see on the screen, covers the balls with a layer of glue. This prevents them from falling out of the walls during further repair work. We're in the city of Leerdam, Netherlands. One of the local houses would be lucky enough to go down in history. It was the first in Europe to receive a prefabricated elevator from Cone. Previously, residents were tormented in a cramped cubicle, frankly not even ready for wheelchairs and ambulance gurneys. And now, there is a Cone Monospace 500 in the house. This new elevator can accommodate up to 15 people, withstands up to 2,500 pounds, and travels between floors at a speed of 5 feet per second. The elevator has a height limitation of 230 feet, but no more is needed as this model is designed for low to mid-rise homes. Customers can choose from 52 variants of cabin design and order not one elevator, but a whole group of up to 4 pieces. All fences are like fences, but Modular Walls has a premium solution for modern cities. Installation is done in 4 simple steps: pits, posts, rails, panels. There are options with flush mounting. If desired, the fence can be made brighter. Acrylic paint is perfect for this. The height of the panel reaches 7 feet. The thickness, 2 inches. They are perfectly combined with lighting and other accessories, and also slightly muffled noise. Modular Walls writes that the installation is well within the power of the buyer himself. Good news if you know the price for 1 square meter of fence from $89 without taxes, delivery, and installation. But what did you want? Premium class. Now it's time to work on the pipes. In order not to leak anywhere, craftsmen use such solutions known under the common name of penetrations. There are a lot of variants in use because the penetrations are made for smoke, ventilation, and other pipes. The diameters also do not have to complain. You can easily seal holes with a diameter of at least 4 inches, even 24 inches. Yes, and compatibility with roofing materials is a wide range. Even on shingles or on corrugated sheet components will stand as required. For example, the solution is called Master Flash, which is a plastic cone easily mounted on a corrugated surface at an angle of 45 degrees. Find the sinkers on sale for about $16 each. We usually spend more than 90% of our time in various rooms, according to LALSHOW. By an unbelievable coincidence, it is ready to make these very rooms much more pleasant and lively. It is enough to put this modular garden and a boring office will literally play with new colors. The plant box garden is made of self-watering modules. 1 square meter weighs about 150 pounds. So for reliability, plant box is usually attached to a supporting wall. It is quite easy to adjust the dimensions. The height should be a multiple of 8 inches and the width 24 inches. The depth of the garden is 6 inches. The plant is chosen by the client. Additional waterproofing is not necessary, and with watering will quite cope with automation. Or you can turn it on yourself via Wi-Fi once every 2 weeks. Critics will say that it is not a good idea to use cement bags in this way. However, this craftsman is unlikely to serve them. He has already wasted effort, money, and rebar, and a decent amount of time since he waited a whole winter. Thanks to water and the forces of nature, the bags have hardened properly. If you want, you can peel off the packaging, but for now, the master is busy with further leveling of the site. I wonder if he is working on a whim or on instructions from the network. In any case, such a wall is a simple, rather budget option, which can be done even by self-made people. The main thing is not to get tired carrying bags weighing dozens of kilograms each. Derrick specialists believe that wood is the building material of the future. Statistics speak in their favor. For example, in the USA, the share of wooden houses in the total volume of construction was above 90%, and in Japan it is above 40%. In addition, reminds Derrick's, specialized forestry farms are actively working so that the issues with ecology are settled. In general, it is time to take on large-scale tasks, such as the expansion of Oslo Airport. For this project, Derrick's engineers chose glulam and oak laths, and successfully added about 120,000 square feet of space to the terminal. Other Derrick's projects also look worthy. For example, in the German city of Mulheim an der Ruhr, there is a wooden hangar for airships with a span of more than 130 feet, 1,500 parts created with millimeter precision and 82+ feet of height. It's beautiful. The Weston Burt Arboretum is of interest for several reasons. Firstly, it is quite large, about 600 acres. Secondly, it is patronized by Camilla, the British Queen Consort. And thirdly, it is where this magnificent walkway stands. It rises on 50 solid larch supports, stretches for 980 feet, and allows you to enjoy the view from a 40-foot height. The customers wanted the walkway to be relevant all year round, comfortable for people with disabilities as well as not damaging tree roots. An important point, because the construction was taking place in the densest part of the Arboretum. Bureau Happold specialists took on this very difficult challenge, and thanks to the experience of working closely together with representatives of the Arboretum, as well as Autodesk robot programs, they coped perfectly. What a new attraction! Another construction issue, which means another formwork. This time, let's evaluate the option from Max Frank. The specialists from this company have helped with projects such as the railway station in Born, Switzerland, and the waste treatment plant in Kalmar, Sweden, so they know their business and use the latest technology. Pekafil formwork is one of them. It comes in two versions. The first one is a classic, which is perfect for strip foundations. The second one is distinguished by the increased size of the panels, which, moreover, are made of groundwater-neutral material. This formwork is useful for reinforcing the walls of excavations. Both Pekafil variants are suitable for manual work, do not require heavy machinery, and are environmentally friendly. And they are good for both fixed and reusable formwork. Gate Precast also has its own plans for building facades around the world. It offers Gatelight. These are panels that form an additional outer shell. They look like parts from a toy house, but they carry very real benefits. For one thing, Gatelight is fast. The panels are delivered to the site assembled, including with the windows installed. Workers only have to put them together like parts of a construction kit. Secondly, the panels provide air, thermal, and vapor insulation. This means that they are suitable even for facilities such as hospital schools with high demands on these aspects. And thirdly, Gatelight is a solution that complies with the NFPA 285 fire resistance standard. Alucobond is the world market leader in aluminum composite panels. They are beautiful and durable, and if necessary, they can be customized according to the customer's wishes. For example, it is possible to order non-combustible filler between the sheets. All this is fine, but why should customers choose Alucobond panels? Let's think about it. The world leader probably has someone cheaper. That's when the company pulls out of its sleeve a trump card called EasyFix. This mounting system is a kind of hybrid, combining the reliability of installation as with welding and ease of operation, characteristic of the installation of cassette panels. EasyFix is suitable for horizontal and vertical installation, as well as for working with 2-inch wide profiles. And of course, it is a concealed installation option, which means that aesthetics will also be at its best. Aztec is a pool that buyers can easily assemble on their own. After leveling the surface and installing the concrete slab, a team of 3 people usually takes between 5 and 8 hours. At the same time, buyers can either choose one of the standard pool shapes or order a unique one. In any case, the design will be so well thought out that all its components will pass through an ordinary doorway. It is not for nothing that the developers have issued a patent. Also, the pool will please with stainless steel hardware and materials resistant to mold, UV radiation, abrasion, and corrosion. And the 10-micron water filter features a large capacity and lasts about a month. Aztec manufacturers in Europe and offer a 10-year warranty. Good office acoustics help employees concentrate 48% better and reduce their stress by 27%. And poor acoustics in a hospital can cause patients' blood pressure to rise and their heart rate to increase. That's why bi-vino panels are an essential upgrade for virtually any room. Thanks to the combination of the lamella structure and felt backing, sounds are absorbed rather than reflected. This applies to a wide frequency spectrum, for example from 125 to 4000 Hz, as well as unwanted resonances. The panels can even be fixed to walls with a 1.8-inch gap if required, and they also have the unique feature of being the industry's only flame retardant felt solution. It meets the IAN 13823 standard, which applies at ES level. The developers of the unique polyester felt are to be thanked for this. Decorative concrete. Sounds a little heavy? Don't worry, because there's a deck on display. This concrete is twice as light as regular concrete and allows you to make panels like this for which you don't need to rebuild the floor of your house. There are many sizes. How do you like panels with a length of 7 feet? By the way, they are easy to cut and you can plant them on nails. The panel is made in several colors so that the result of the repair will not necessarily look like a bunker. Moreover, the developers have laid out 3D textures, which can be used to show the client what the end result will be. And since the standard thickness of the panels is 1/2 inch, they do not steal a lot of space and are suitable for small apartments. The classic Murphy reinforcement mesh is sold in sections of 9 and a bit feet. It is compact and easy to carry, but often the length is not long enough, which means that the mesh has to be overlapped. A large number of such connections is not a very pleasant solution. That's why Murphy developers sat down, thought about it, and then produced a net in rolls of 98 feet. It is logically named Murphy Compact and is made of stainless steel in 2 versions at once. The Compact Y mesh is suitable for interior work, while Compact 1 is ideal for external walls, facades, and paving in damp conditions. Subscribe to the channel to get more interesting videos, and we move on to the next review. While the outside is dealing with siding, the inside is getting new rooms. Here are a few solutions to the theme of modular partition walls at once. The first one is called Madam Wall. These are blocks that make you want to compare them to Legos. Forget about fasteners, glue, and even a remodeling permit. True, the height of Madam Wall is limited to 5 feet. On the other hand, it looks even more interesting. But if you want to cover the space from floor to ceiling, the second solution called Junu will help. Not only is it assembled 7 times faster than its analogs, but it also protects from noise by 30% better. The assembly of Junu is reminiscent of a jigsaw puzzle, and like Madam Wall, it is quite realistic to manage it alone. Nif Nif built a straw house so strong that the wolf left with nothing, and the piglet started his own business and started selling eco-cocon blocks. Almost all of this is fiction, except for the eco-cocon blocks, which are quite real and even considered an innovation. Although it would seem straw, wood, and membrane, what's so special? The whole trick is in the patented laying technology. Compression of straw reaches 265 pounds per cubic meter, and the standard thickness of the block is 15 inches. From such material, you can build not only Nif Nif's house, but also a building up to 6 stories high. And you can enjoy protection from wolves and a healthy microclimate all year round. Isol Cupolex is an interesting and patented floor pumping option. The scheme is as follows. First, polymer formwork modules are laid and then the concrete is poured. The result? Floors with excellent ventilation, which allow you to lay cables, pipes, and everything without interference. In addition, it is easy to reach new heights in the process. The second floor can be as much as 8 feet higher than the first one. Installation of Isol Cupolex is quite fast. A team of 2 people can work at a speed of 706 cubic feet per hour. In addition, such floors are not a bad solution if the final weight of the structure is extremely important, since aerated concrete can also be used. See-Through XS is a handheld GPR scanner. It is used to find voids in concrete, cables, rebar, plastic steel pipes, and mesh. In general, any object. Agreed, it would be sad if a worker accidentally drilled through a water pipe. See-Through XS has the smallest and lightest antenna on the market, and it weighs only 1 pound. However, the device not only scans to a depth of up to a meter, but also displays data on a tablet. It is easy to understand them. The proprietary program will draw a 3D visual in real time, and at a meeting with the customer, it will not be superfluous to have a detailed report on scanning in which it is easy to throw pictures, sketches, and tables. It's scary to think how much siding has gone through our releases, but Cedar Impressions still stands out. This siding is painted using an innovative process so it has an uneven color, just like real wood. But that's not all. Thanks to improved paint blends, the developers have achieved an excellent imitation of old wood. It looks as if the house is many years old, and the panels have naturally changed color. There are several sizes, for example. For small private houses, the panels are perfect for 6 feet. The final bonus is a lifetime limited warranty. The new construction universe is here. GMC Solutions is at the center of it. It makes modules like this for building extensions, from a bedroom in a private home to a hotel extension. There are tons of scenarios. The interior and exterior is the customer's choice. They produce the modules pretty quickly in about a couple weeks. Interestingly, the price includes 2 layers of insulation at once. The first is classic mineral wool, and the second is YBS Superquill. It uses foil, so the heat loss drops by 83%. When the module arrives on site, it is installed so quickly that it can be connected to the power grid on the same day. And this method of building expansion generates on average 83% less waste than classical methods. These builders are using a solution from Pecos. The hollow sections are being installed right now. As standard, they make it possible to make reinforced concrete columns up to 39 feet high. The sections arrive at the site fully prefabricated. They are made of steel, so they are ready for reasonable loads even before concreting. If necessary, the columns are compatible with Delta Beam composite beams. Their great advantage is that they can be welded and bolted together, and special spacers allow perfect height adjustment. The void in your heart can be filled with love and the void in your walls with Optima insulation. The basic version is a combination of special fabric and fiberglass. Many sellers write that you will not find anything better. This insulation does not burn, does not absorb moisture, does not corrode, and does not settle, and in terms of efficiency overtakes analogs with felt in 68%. Who wouldn't want to save money on heating and cooling? In addition, the room will not only be at a comfortable temperature, but also quiet. Depending on the thickness of the insulation, the sound propagation index will additionally gain from 4 to 10 points. In some cases, this is enough to completely drown out normal conversations. This Manhattan car dealership no longer suffers from snow on the roof. Thank you to the craftsmen who installed Mr. Peck's systems. Their work is worthy of respect. After all, just the tubes in this system are about 6 miles. They circulate a water glycol solution. It heats the roof and melts the snow and ice. You can trust the computer to control it. It will monitor the precipitation and the temperature of the roof itself. And to heat the solution, the recovery systems of local heating plants will be useful. By the way, last year the US covered the record snowfalls. California received more than 39 feet of snow. I wonder how Mr. Peck's system sales are in this state. AIS insulation is so cool. Even the Japanese bought it. They're the ones who know a thing or two about modern technology. If they decided to add such insulation to a floating oil production, storage, and offloading unit, it was worth it. What makes AIS so good? It reduces energy losses in boilers and other equipment by 95%. That's 3 times more efficient than many of its peers. And AIS insulation is 70% faster to install. Moreover, the company has created a program that allows you to evaluate energy consumption and CO2 emissions. Yes, with such a list of advantages, the choice of the Japanese is absolutely understandable. Stone-strong blocks are designed to last a lifetime, the developers write. It is curious how they checked this. Customers are offered to build retaining walls from the blocks. In the version StoneStrong has only 2 for 6 and 23 square feet. The weight is 1,600 and 6,000 pounds, respectively. Gravel is suitable for filling. If there is no gravel, earth will do. It is stated that if the wall is built without ground anchors and geogrid, in the case of StoneStrong, it can be made higher than from competitors' blocks. And StoneStrong is recommended for everything from anchoring banks to widening of roadways. From a guard booth to a dormitory, these huts are good for a variety of scenarios. For example, in Germany, a containerized version of Carmat was used to receive coronavirus tests. Quite often, developers choose classic 20 and 40-foot sea containers as a starting point. However, more advanced versions are also popular. For example, the company K-Home has developed such compact houses that a 20-foot sea container holds parts for 11 pieces at once. And the company Sanwa Prefab Technology puts sandwich panels in its quick-build houses, so it takes only a day to assemble. Parry-up cladding are shields for scaffolding. They work both ways. Workers do not suffer from sun, wind, and precipitation, while passers-by get less noise, dust, and dangerous falling things like fasteners. In addition, the panels do not support burning and theft because the developers have provided door modules. Combined with a special tarpaulin, the panels turn into a huge advertising banner. Speaking of which, the same company also sells scaffolding, a practical approach to business. From a simple paint job to a complex restoration, there's no place zip wall dust barrier won't come in handy. This system installs in minutes without ladders and protects against construction dust. One of the system's trump cards is its versatility. At the object, high ceilings are not a problem. You can take the racks, which will extend to 20 feet. Not enough workers? No problem. In many cases, for the installation of the system will be enough in one. The customer is in favor of ecology. In dust barrier instead of plastic film can be used reusable fabric curtains. In addition to all of the above, the system is quite compact. 4 barriers stand up to 10 feet high and 30 feet wide together, with the bag weighing 9 pounds. The final chord of the release will sound deafening because a variation of a retaining wall made from bags of cement is next. It is not so simple. One such bag can easily weigh about 110 pounds. If you have no equipment or friends, it will be sad. But at least there are plenty of instructions on wall construction in the network. One of them emphasizes the stage of hardening. You will have to wait up to 2 days. The master on the video decided to act for sure. His bags cure for the whole winter. I wonder if he will remove the packaging or wait for nature to deal with it again. New Dura ICF forms. The following technology, which we are demonstrating, can help speed up the construction process and at the same time reduce costs on the construction site. Developed and patented in the 1960s, it is gaining popularity every year, all because the houses built with its help demonstrate increased energy efficiency, on average 30–70% better than standard houses. The advantages, however, do not end there. The secret lies in the use of special fixed formwork. It is assembled from individual elements, again on the principle of the constructor. Each element is 2 panels of polystyrene foam, connected to each other by a reinforcing frame and universal screed. First of all, the choice in favor of this technology speeds up construction work. Installation of polystyrene foam molds takes less time and effort as the material is much lighter than wood, which are usually used to make such molds. Further, the construction process is reduced by 1 step. Workers are spared the need to remove the formwork after the concrete mortar has dried up. Finally, since the formwork remains in the wall, it does not need to be disposed of, reducing the amount of debris left behind after construction. The use of permanent formwork has a positive effect on the performance of the walls. Styrofoam protects the bearing elements of the building from the environment, increases heat insulation. The construction itself is as strong and airtight as traditional wooden construction. Brick-a-wood. It took about 3 years and about $400,000 to research the development of this project. Today, Brick-a-wood is an environmentally friendly and cost-effective French construction technology that allows you to build a small house in just a few days. The idea is to assemble the building like a Lego constructor, except that instead of plastic bricks in this case, wooden blocks are used. The construction process is divided into several simple stages. First, of course, there is the device of the foundation. Next, the builders assemble the house as a constructor wall by wall. Along the way, door and window openings are installed. By the way, the size of building blocks is different and depends on the area of the erected building. If necessary, the cavities inside the walls are filled with heat-insulating material. For horizontal fastening, a system of grooves is used, which is equipped with each element. Vertical fastening is performed by means of spikes which are inserted into the holes. This is how they fasten every 2 rows of blocks together. The unique combination of 4 different elements eventually gives the construction mechanical rigidity. Note that all the walls from floor to ceiling are erected without the use of glue, nails, and other third-party fasteners. And although the technology may seem dubious to some, the finished walls demonstrate impressive performance characteristics. Wood is resistant to rot, provides warm sound insulation, and does not need additional finishing facing. The manufacturer claims that the blocks used are made of 100% recycled wood. Gablock. The Belgian company Gablock offers a similar but still slightly different construction methodology. Instead of the usual building materials, special blocks are used here. Their frame is assembled from chipboard-oriented boards. Inside, the developers placed insulation in the form of extruded polystyrene foam with the addition of carbon. In the process of erecting the house, the blocks are stacked on top of each other like a constructor. Fastening occurs thanks to the realized system of grooves and studs. In fact, the blocks are inserted into each other, firmly fixing the position by their own weight. If you want the rooms to suffer less from drafts, the gaps are sealed with special glue foam. In general, no other connecting elements are needed. Only in the corners are vertical blocks installed to make them more stable. It is noteworthy that the Gablock system allows you to build a variety of structures. It is convenient to do this due to the variability of blocks. In total, there are more than 8 elements available for orders. The finished walls have good insulation characteristics and fully comply with the requirements of the International Directive on Energy Efficiency of Buildings. Construction with Gablock blocks is not only faster, but also easier. The weight of the smallest element is 16 pounds. That is many times less than the weight of a concrete block of the same size. And the manufacturer also took care of the presence of technical channels for a simpler and faster device for plumbing of the electrical system. Perhaps the only disadvantage of the material is the necessary drawing up of a very clear construction plan. The size of each wall is taken into account in order to pick up the exact number of those or other necessary blocks. Construction's 3D. Sometimes, however, it takes no effort at all to build a structure really fast. This happens, as in our next case, when a 3D printing robot is brought to the site. The technique is something like an excavator, except that at the end of the movable arm, there is an extruder. It squeezes out a special cement mixture and so, layer by layer, forms the walls of the building. Human participation in the described process is minimized. It is only necessary to replenish the printer's tank with fresh mortar in time. The work of technology, as well as construction processes, are entirely and completely controlled by a single application. The video shows the first building in France created using 3D printing. It is a pavilion of 770 square feet, which took only 4 days to build. It consists of 4 walls. Each is 8 feet high and 16 feet long. The developers claim that the construction method shown is an important step in the fight against climate change. There is less machinery working on the construction site. Consequently, less energy fuel is consumed and the level of harmful emissions into the atmosphere is reduced. In addition, in the future, the widespread use of 3D printing for building houses will reduce their cost and make housing more affordable. Thermosteel Rev Panel System. The last innovative construction technology we will talk about involves the use of special composite panels. The American company Thermosteel offers an entire system of exterior and interior walls, floor, and ceiling slabs. Each insulated panel structure is a steel frame that encases a core of expanded polystyrene foam. It is characterized by strength in the same way as a concrete panel. However, it is lighter in weight and demonstrates improved energy efficiency. The advantages of Rev Panel are obvious. Workers spend less effort during construction and can demonstrate increased productivity. The size of the work crew required to erect the structure is reduced. On average, choosing Thermosteel products can reduce labor costs by 50%. And when the building is put into operation, it can reduce energy consumption for heating by 75%. The panels are delivered to the site ready for installation. Window and door openings are cut out in advance, still in the production shop. The manufacturer calls them 4-in-1 panels, as they provide heat and sound insulation, vapor barrier, and cladding. In addition, the panels provide structural strength. you can safely erect a building up to 8 stories high without worrying about additional reinforcement. Thanks for watching. We've explored some incredible innovations in construction technology today. From the energy-saving insulating forms and sustainable wooden block construction to the versatile interlocking blocks, rapid 3D printing, and high-performance composite panels, these advancements are set to redefine how we build. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into the latest trends and technologies in construction. Let us know in the comments which technology impressed you the most. Until next time, keep building smart.